Julie Roussel here. Hey, welcome and thanks for joining in on this Wacky Wednesday, where you never know what the topic's going to be, or if I'll actually be running, on time. Life happens. But hey, welcome and thanks for joining in, whether you are popping in live right now or you're catching on the replay. It's great to spend a few minutes with friends. As always, if you hear something that resonates with you or you find valuable, would you please leave a reaction, drop a comment anytime, or ask questions in the thread. Share the video with anyone you think it might help. And PM me if you have questions or want to hear more. I'm always happy to share the things that I'm learning, and I hope that they help you. So hey, I see a few people joining in. Hey, it's actually showing me who's popping in live. That's a surprise. Hey, Doug. Nice to see you. It's been a while. Hope you and the family are doing well. Hey, Tiff. Nice to see you. There's a few more it's showing me. Hey, Christy. How are you? Hello, Carrie. Hey, nice to see you, lady. Well, hey, I'm glad you could all pop in and make it. A lot of times, though, I notice that I do miss your name. So if I do, I tend to peek at my notes, too. So if you've ever seen my videos, you know that occasionally my mind goes blank. So if I happen to miss you, leave me a shout or a hey and let me know that you popped in. And usually when I welcome you, that helps me relax a little bit more, because most of you know that I really don't enjoy public speaking, but I try to battle it here and there. So as more and more are popping in, hey, Christy. Okay, I understand totally. But thanks for commenting, lady. It's good to hear from you. But let me ask the question for the night. And let me see. Oh yeah, you can see my shirt now. It's the only bad problem about being short when you have a camera on. But let me ask the question for the night. What is or was your favorite NFL team? So would you please post a GIF or a team logo or image in the thread for me, please? And trust me, there's a reason. Tiff, how did I know? Not much has changed in, the last 20 or 30 years or so. Yes, and I can probably bet that I still remember who your favorite players were, Tiff. I bet I do. Oh, hey, Christy. Yeah. Oh, cool. I'm glad that you do. I didn't know that, lady. Wow, something else in common. Hey. But like I said, I want to share with you a really quick story while you are popping your team name in the thread as you're joining in. But about a playground conversation I had with some students, and what they said, a short little song about it, and what I learned. So it's a short little story. Yes, Christy, I do know all of the stories about all of the old Steeler players. Yeah, Carrie, I knew you were gonna say the Raiders. Absolutely, you've been bleeding black and silver for as long as I can remember. Yeah, absolutely, lady. Awesome. Hello, Natalie. Thanks for popping in, lady. I think that's the first time we've caught each other live. Good to see you. So let me tell this story real quick. And oh, you're a Cowboys fan too. All right. A couple Cowboys, a couple Steelers, a couple Raiders. Hey, I love it. But I was on playground duty on a cold and windy day, kind of like today in Wisconsin. And I was wearing, I'll show you right now, my lovely Steelers coat. Hey, Janet. And, on a really cold, windy day in Wisconsin like today, you definitely need this heavy winter coat when you are outside on the playground. Now, I don't know if you can see, you can see the logo here, and I'm going to turn around so you can see the back. So this is the back of the coat here. So I'm wearing this heavy winter coat, and as you know, the winter wind can be pretty brutal here. I love it because it's thick, it's warm, and it's light, it's roomy. It's a little big, although I will say, like I said, it is a little bit big. I know, it swallows me up, right? And it was my husband's in high school, believe that or not. And I absolutely love it, and I confiscated it. What can I say? Hey, Megan. It has been a really long time, lady. So good to see you. A really long time. Former volleyball player of mine. But like I was saying, some of the kids, I was wearing this out on the playground, and some of the kids noticed the back of the jersey, right here, the back of the coat here, it says Steelers. Yes, Tiff, I knew you were going to say that, absolutely. Okay, can't look like a mess. And they walked up behind me and asked, well, why are you wearing this Steelers coat, and not the Packers? And, they'd noticed the back, and they were curious. Oh, Christy, I couldn't read all of your question, honey. I'm sorry, but I'll try. But like I was saying, they noticed the back of the coat, and they were almost hesitant to ask. Maybe they expected me to be rude when answering the question. I don't know. But I explained that I grew up in Ohio near the Pennsylvania border, and I'd been a Steeler fan for, many years, which made it count. Who's counting? And even though I'd moved here to Wisconsin, I was still rooting for the Steelers. And they kept asking, why didn't you become a Packers fan when you moved here? Hang on, there we go. Trying to see more of your comment, Christy, but it's not letting me see more of it. I'm trying, hon. Okay, I'll have to read it. I'll have to come back and read it. It's not allowing me to clarify and see your comment. But like I was saying, they asked me, why didn't I become a Packers fan when I moved up here? I kind of smiled back at the kids. They're really little. They just wanted to know. And I asked the kids, well, if you moved to another state, would you still be a Packer fan? Even though you didn't live in Wisconsin anymore. And of course, their answer right away was, well, yes, I wouldn't change because I moved. So I said, yeah, exactly the same for me. And the kids all nodded their head and said it made sense to them. Yes, Christy, I absolutely agree with you. You're absolutely right, hon. I think we need to agree to disagree and move on and not let it, permeate our lives. Absolutely, hon. You're absolutely right. And I'll read more of your comment and try to respond when I'm finished. But for those of you that are just joining in, would you please pop your favorite NFL team in the comments? I'm not laughing at you, not ever. I take your thoughts seriously. I always do. You're my friend, I wouldn't laugh at you. So, like I was saying, the kids nodded their heads, said it made sense to them. And I said, well, and as some of them are running off, a little one, little 5K-er, I think. Can't think of that little one's name. They said, well, that's okay. I still like you, even though you're not a Packers fan. And then that little one hugged me and said, before running off, besides, they both share the same yellow gold color, so it's okay. And, I was kind of, surprised, and sometimes these little ones tend to leave me speechless by the things that pop out of their mouth. And, some people might have taken that a different way, but I honestly thought they meant that if you see the differences as well as our similarities in others, yeah, you can still be kind and be tolerant and be accepting no matter which team you root for in the NFL. So maybe when we realize that those similarities are there, you find too many similarities too many in common to pretend that they're not there. So if you heard something that you found valuable or that resonated with you, would you please leave a reaction, drop a comment, or answer the question in the thread anytime. I kind of chickened out of singing the little song that went around with it, but and it goes like this. So I'm going to do it. Even though I'm nervous, I'm going to sing it anyways. It goes with the theme, and it's a song that I learned at high school, and I just heard it the other day, and it just stuck with me. So I'm not a very good singer, I'll tell you that now, but I wanted to sing it with you. And it goes a little bit like this. I'm losing my notes. Oh, maybe when we realize how much there is to share, we'll find too much in common to pretend it isn't there. Wow. Oh, hey, Carrie. Good to see you. Watching over the Atlantic. Long way. Hey. Okay, so I did manage to sing. I can't say it was good. But, so if you heard something that you found valuable, would you please leave a reaction, drop your comment, or pop a question in the thread anytime. Share the video with anyone you think it might help. And PM me if you have questions or want to hear more. I learned that, just from listening to a little one, that every day, we need to teach ourselves, our kids, and everyone else to concentrate instead on our similarities. All the things that we have in common, not our differences. So if we look for those similarities all year round, not our differences, not just during the holidays, whether you're a Steelers fan, a Packers fan, a Cowboys fan, a Raiders fan, even a Patriots fan. We concentrate on our similarities, our differences disappear.